Hi guys, I'm going to tell you about 10 things that you can do in Insadong and the neighboring Bukchon Hanok Village, which is located in Samcheongdong. So to reach Insadong or Samcheongdong, you can come out of Anguk Station, exit 6, and when you come out, you will see this big wall of tiles and go up the stairs. And then when you come out, you'll see a police station up here on your left side, and then on the other side there's a bunch of street vendors, and you want to head towards the direction of the street vendors. And if you want to take a little shortcut to Insadong's main street, you can go this way and go down this little alleyway and then come around into the back streets of Insadong, or you can keep going straight until you see Miss Lee's Cafe and G25 on the left, and then you just turn left and that's where Insadong is. On the other side of the street, if you cross the street, you'll be heading towards Samcheongdong and Bukchon Hanok Village. What do you do when you're in Insadong? You can shop for souvenirs and other tchotchkes. The streets of Insadong and Bukchon Hanok Village are lined with a bunch of little souvenir shops, and something that I think is cool to buy when you're here is a traditional Korean stamp with your name on it. And this is a really fun, unique souvenir that you can bring home to your family or loved ones. You can also find a lot of little knickknacks and toys here. It'll probably be a little more expensive to buy souvenirs here than at places like Namdaemun or Dongdaemun, but if you're not planning on going there to bargain, this is a nice place to buy souvenirs because they have a lot of stuff here. Number 2, eat some traditional Korean food, whether it's Korean barbecue or jeolmyeon, which are these really spicy noodles. There's places that sell hanshik, which is a table with all the dishes spread out on top of it. And I believe in this neighborhood you can also find the oldest Seolongtang restaurant in Korea, which is a bone soup, which is really rich and filling and good for you. Or you can get a vintage Korean lunchbox at Miss Lee Cafe. There's so many cute traditional restaurants in this neighborhood, and it's a little intimidating to just pick one. Let me know if you guys are interested in seeing a food guide to Insadong. Number 3, get some dragon speared candy, either for yourself or to take home. Dragon speared candy is a royal snack that was made for kings, and it's made from a ball of honey and rice, and then it's stretched multiple times into 16,000 strands. And then they'll put a little scoop of nuts and seeds in the center and fold it up. In Insadong, you can get it in the regular flavor as well as pumpkin and I believe chocolate. You can also find this snack in Myeongdong in the evenings, but in Insadong, these guys are here 7 days a week, all day long. This tastes better if you put it in the freezer, and it's something that you can take home. It won't go bad as long as it's not too hot outside. Number 4, shop at Ssamziegil and get yourself a poop latte or a poop pancake. This is a cute little shopping mall in the middle of Insadong's main street, and it has a bunch of small shops and restaurants, including the Poop Cafe. On the first floor, there's a stand that sells poop hotdog, which is a pancake with chocolate inside, and next to that stand you can also find other traditional Korean snacks. I recommend that you get this set with shike, which is a sweet Korean rice drink. Number 5, walk through some local art galleries or museums. Insadong and the neighboring Bukchon Hanok Village are filled with tons of little art galleries and museums here and there. And if you're into art and you see something that you like, don't be afraid to take a peek and look around. These exhibits are constantly changing, and if you're into art, this is a really fun place to explore. Number 6, have tea at a traditional Korean tea house. When I visited Insadong in the neighboring Bukchon Hanok Village, I searched for a tea house in Bukchon, but I was only able to find this place called Cafe Yon, which was really nice. It was in an old Hanok house, but the menu seemed a little more modern and less traditional. However, when I went to Insadong, I saw so many signs for traditional Korean tea houses in this neighborhood, and if you're looking to have traditional Korean tea, you're sure to find something good in Insadong. Number 7. After you're done visiting Insadong, cross the street and head over to Samcheongdong, which is where you'll find Bukchon Hanok Village. You'll walk up a small street that on the weekends is lined with performing artists and people selling little crafts. And then you'll start to see a lot of cute shops. and then you'll see some cute little cafes and restaurants. I recommend that in this neighborhood you stop and get a purple potato dessert at Cafe Bora. These desserts are just too pretty to pass up, and they're really tasty too. I think this is one of my top dessert spots in Seoul. I recommend getting the ice flakes with purple sweet potato cream drizzled on top, and it comes with a side of extra sweet potato cream as well as sweet potato chips and some sweet walnuts. Number 8. Dress up in a hanbok and take a bunch of selfies. You can rent a hanbok in either Insadong or Bukchon Hanok Village, and if you're into this, it can be really fun. I see people doing it all the time, and if you have a big group of friends wearing colorful hanboks, it makes for a great photo. For me, this doesn't seem fun because I have 2 small kids, and if you have kids, you probably know what I mean. But if you're single, go for it. Number 9, stroll around the streets and enjoy traditional Korean architecture in your hanbok or not. You can pick up a map at the tourist office of Bukchon Hanok Village, and you can get some information on a nice route to walk along and enjoy the traditional houses. People actually still live in these houses, so don't make too much noise. And if you go in May, you'll see really gorgeous rose bushes hanging over the stone walls. It's so pretty. And the fall is a nice time to enjoy this neighborhood because there are a lot of trees with leaves changing colors. There are also a lot of little artist studios, and you can do some kind of workshop. I believe you can also do a Hanok stay where you stay overnight at a traditional Korean house. So you can get information about that at the tourist office. And number 10, visit Gyeongbokgong Palace in your hanbok. This palace was the main royal palace of the Joseon dynasty, and in front of that palace you'll see these guards in their traditional Korean dress, and I think this would be a really fun place to take a photo alongside them in your hanbok. Then when you enter the palace, you'll see this giant courtyard, and you can walk down the stone path to enter the palace. Some of the buildings here are painted a really pretty vibrant green color. There are other palaces in this neighborhood, but this one is arguably the largest and the most beautiful. In Insadong, like in Myeongdong, you can also find people wearing red jackets, and they'll give you a tourist map and they'll help you out with directions. So keep an eye out for those people if you need help finding something. If you're visiting Seoul for the first time, in my opinion, these 2 neighborhoods, Insadong and Samcheongdong, are 2 things that you should definitely visit. And if you guys have any other recommendations, be sure to leave a comment below. Let me know if you found this video helpful and give me a thumbs up if you did. I'll talk to you next time. Bye!